South Asia could become one of most prosperous regions of the world if all work together, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on occasion of Mujib Year and Golden Jubilee of Independence celebration. Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering lauds Bangladesh for maintaining highest economic growth despite corona situation. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina emphasizes on infrastructure development to reap benefits of Bangladesh-Bhutan Preferential Trade Agreement. Country to recall the horrific night of March 25, 1971 tomorrow. Capital will be relieved from traffic congestion after subway construction, says Obaidul Qadir at a seminar on feasibility study. BNP inciting those who opposing Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Bangladesh, says Dr. Hassan Mahmood. And more than 10,000 dies from coronavirus worldwide in last 24 hours. Global death toll surpasses 27,48,000. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to News at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. I am Reza Bean. You have just heard the headlines and now news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina urged the political leaders and policymakers of South Asia to work in unison, saying fate of the people of this region can easily be possible to improve utilizing the endowed resources through mutual cooperation. The Premier made the call while addressing the auspicious moment of celebrating the birth centenary of Father of the Nation and Golden Jubilee of Bangladesh's independence at National Parade Ground this afternoon. Bhutanese Premier Dr. Lote Tshering became the fourth among the world leaders to attend the celebrations. Bangabandhu's youngest daughter, Sheikh Rehana, was also present at the function. Sheikh Hasina, who chaired the function, noted South Asia is home to about a quarter of the world population and said as much as there are challenges, there are a lot of possibilities as well in this region.
আমাদের এই অঞ্চলের মানুষের রয়েছে অসম্ভব প্রাণ শক্তি, উদ্ভাবন ক্ষমতা এবং প্রাকৃতিক বিপর্যয়কে জয় করে টিকে থাকার দক্ষতা। পারস্পরিক সহযোগিতার ভিত্তিতে প্রাপ্ত সম্পদকে কাজে লাগিয়ে আমরা সহজেই দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার মানুষের ভাগ্যোন্নয়ন ঘটাতে পারি। আমরা যদি আমাদের জনগণের ভাগ্যোন্নয়নের জন্য সম্মিলিতভাবে কাজ করি তাহলে অবশ্যই দক্ষিণ এশিয়া বিশ্বের মধ্যে অন্যতম সমৃদ্ধ অঞ্চল হিসেবে প্রতিষ্ঠা লাভ করবে। জাতির পিতা জন্মশতবার্ষিকী এবং স্বাধীনতার সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তী উদযাপনের শুভ মুহূর্তে আমি দক্ষিণ এশিয়ার রাজনৈতিক নেতৃবৃন্দ এবং নীতি নির্ধারকদের প্রতি একটি শান্তিপূর্ণ সমৃদ্ধ দক্ষিণ এশিয়া গড়ে তুলতে একযোগে কাজ করার আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি।
Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering spoke as the guest of honor on the 8th-day program of the 10-day grand celebrations of the birth centenary of Bangabandhu and the Golden Jubilee.
I strongly believe that all of us, all human beings, and for that matter, all the nations in the world must have a story to share. Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman has given Bangladesh a very good story to share with the global population. I'm so proud today that I get to sit next to Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina to listen to this story. I'm so proud because Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina is an inspiring leader, a mother-like figure for me. Bangladesh is truly blessed to have her as the leader. I'm sure Sheikh Mujibur Rahman is very proud of Bangladesh and proud of his daughter, Her Excellency Sheikh Hasina.
Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen delivered welcome address while eminent political scientist Dr. Raunak Jahan made keynote presentation on today's theme. A video presentation by former Foreign Minister A.H. Mahmood Ali, MP, on today's theme was also played at the ceremony. Video messages of Pope Francis and Indian National Congress President Sonia Gandhi were screened. A colorful cultural program was held this evening at the National Parade Square following the discussion meeting at the 8th day of the 10-day-long program organized marking the Mujib Borsho and Golden Jubilee of country's independence. The theme of the cultural program is Pioneer of Peace, Freedom and Humanity. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering, Bangabandhu's younger daughter Sheikh Rehana, cabinet members and invited guests enjoyed the cultural function. A cultural team of Bhutan staged their performance presenting eventful life of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Besides title animation video on the main theme of Mujib Chiranton, Rabindra Sangeet, Nazrul Sangeet and folk songs were presented on the occasion. Local artists performed under the title Concert for Bangladesh. The 8 days cultural program ended with the song of eminent singer George Harrison.
তোমার বইনি মায়া মারা প্রতিবাদ করতে জানি মা গো বাগ না কেন আমরা তোমার শান্তি প্রিয় শান্ত ছেলে
তুমি আমাদের পিতা তোমায় পিতা বলে যেন জানি
তোরা সব জয় ধ্বনি কর তোরা সব জয় ধ্বনি কর ওই নতুনের কেতনরে কাল বৈশাখীর ঝড় তোরা সব জয় ধ্বনি কর তোরা সব জয় ধ্বনি কর
Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has put emphasis on constructing necessary infrastructures to reap full benefits from the Preferential Trade Agreement (PTA) signed between Bangladesh and Bhutan. The Prime Minister made the observation in a meeting with visiting Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering at her office in Dhaka today. After the meeting, Prime Minister's Press Secretary Ihsanul Karim briefing the newsmen said both the Prime Ministers discussed various fields of cooperation between the two countries, especially trade and connectivity. He said both the leaders agreed to activate the riverine routes to expand trade and commerce between the two countries. At the meeting, Sheikh Hasina asked concerned authorities to construct necessary infrastructure, including building of more port of call to take full benefits of the PTA. For establishing cooperation in hydropower project, the Prime Minister stressed the need for formulating bilateral or tripartite MOU involving Bhutan, India and Bangladesh. Sheikh Hasina said Bangladesh will cooperate with Bhutan in the ICT sector, particularly in the areas of broadband internet. During the meeting, the Bhutanese Prime Minister requested Bangladesh Premier to issue one-time multiple full-term visa for their students studying in Bangladesh. In reply, the Prime Minister agreed upon the proposal and asked concerned officials for taking necessary steps to this end. Sheikh Hasina hoped that Bangladesh and Bhutan will work together in the United Nations and other international forums. Foreign Minister Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen, Prime Minister's Principal Secretary Dr. Ahmed Kaikos and Foreign Secretary Masood bin Momen were present during the meeting. Earlier, the two Prime Ministers also held a tete-a-tete for 45 minutes. Later, Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering signed the visitors' book. Visiting Prime Minister of Bhutan, Lote Tshering called on President Mohammad Abdul Hamid at Bongo Bhavan this afternoon. On arrival at Bongo Bhavan, the President welcomed him with flowers. President's Press Secretary M. Joinal Abidin told that during the meeting, the President thanked the Bhutanese Prime Minister for attending celebrations of the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman and Golden Jubilee of Independence. During the meeting, the Prime Minister of Bhutan handed over Mujib 100-year commemorative stamp and first day cover to the President. The President thanked the Bhutanese government for releasing commemorative stamps on the occasion of the birth centenary of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. President Abdul Hamid expressed gratitude to the government and people of Bhutan for their support and cooperation during the country's liberation war. Mentioning that Bangladesh and Bhutan have various potential areas including information technology and agriculture, the President emphasized on utilizing these potentials to increase trade and investment between the two countries. The Bhutanese Prime Minister Lothe Tshering said his country attaches importance to its relations with Bangladesh. He lauded the socio-economic development of Bangladesh, including the women empowerment under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Railway Minister Nurul Islam Sujon and concerned secretaries were present during the meeting. Later, Prime Minister of Bhutan Lothe Tshering signed the visitors' book. 25th March is tomorrow. The nation will observe the day as Genocide Day. On March 25 in 1971, the Pakistan Army launched one of the most brutal attacks in modern history to destroy the Bengalis nationalist movement. After the midnight of 25th March, Pakistani soldiers attacked suddenly on the sleeping people of the then East Pakistan. As a result of the brutal attack of the history of civilization, many civilians, including women, children, intellectuals, were killed on that night. President Mohammad Abdul Hamid and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina gave separate messages on the eve of the Genocide Day. In his message, the President emphasized on the collective efforts to turn the country into Sonar Bangla as dreamt by Bangabandhu as part of paying everlasting respect to the martyrs of the 1971 genocide. In her message, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has called upon all to take a vow to uphold the freedom earned in exchange of 30 lakh martyrs and the respect of 2 lakh tortured mothers and sisters during the Liberation War in 1971. Sheikh Hasina said the greatest Bengali of all time, father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, led the Bengali liberation struggle from the forefront throughout his life. To mark the day, various programs have been chalked out by different political, social and cultural organizations, including discussion, candle lighting and Dua Mahfil. Road Transport and Bridges Minister Obaidul Qadir has said people of the capital will be free of traffic congestions if underground rail network is introduced. He came up with the observation today at a seminar at a city hotel on feasibility study of an underground rail network in Dhaka. Obaidul Qadir joined the program virtually from his official residence. He said Japanese company Pedeco, BCL Associates, KSC and BETS, led by Spanish company TIPSA, have been appointed as consultants to carry out the feasibility study on the issue. The consultants have primarily proposed 4 routes for the underground rail network, he added. These include a 29-kilometer route from Jilmil residential area to Tongi, a 23-kilometer route from Shakobi Mazar Road to Shodorghat, a 20-kilometer route from Keraniganj to Shonapur, and a 48-kilometer route from Jahangirnagar University to Naranganj.
চুক্তি অনুযায়ী পরামর্শ প্রতিষ্ঠান 238 কিলোমিটার সাবওয়ে নির্মাণের লক্ষ্যে সম্ভাব্যতা যাচাই সহ 90 কিলোমিটার সাবওয়ে নির্মাণের প্রাথমিক নকশা প্রণয়নের দায়িত্ব পায়। পরামর্শ প্রতিষ্ঠানটি বিভিন্ন সার্ভে মডেল স্টাডি করে 258 কিলোমিটার সাবওয়ে নির্মাণের ফুল নেটওয়ার্ক প্রস্তাবনা গত 15 মার্চ 2021 তারিখে পেশ করে। পদ্মা সেতু নির্মাণ ইতিমধ্যে 41টি স্পেনের সবকয়টি সফলভাবে স্থাপন করা হয়েছে। রেলওয়ে সড়ক পথে স্ল্যাব বসানোর কাজও দ্রুত গতিতে এগিয়ে চলছে। মূল সেতু নির্মাণ কাজের অগ্রগতি শতকরা 92.50%, নদী শাসন কাজের অগ্রগতি শতকরা 80%, প্রকল্পের সার্বিক অগ্রগতি শতকরা 84.50%। আমরা আশা করছি 2022 সালে জুন নাগাদ পদ্মা সেতু নির্মাণ শেষে যান চলাচলের জন্য উন্মুক্ত করে দেওয়া হবে।
Later, Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir spoke on contemporary political issues.
এবারে 7 মার্চ এবং 17 মার্চ ঢাকা সহ সারা বাংলাদেশে জনগণের যে স্বতঃস্ফূর্ত অংশগ্রহণ, এটা আমাদের ইতিহাসে অনন্য সাধারণ ঘটনা। এর আগে কখনো এবারকার মতো সমাবেশ অচিন্তনীয় স্বতঃস্ফূর্ততা কখনো লক্ষ্য করা যায়নি। বিএনপি নিজেই জনবিচ্ছিন্ন বলেই তারা জনসম্পৃক্ততা দেখতে পায় না।
Bridges Secretary Mohammad Belayat Hossain among officials were present at the seminar. Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood has said those who oppose Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Bangladesh visit are being fueled by the BNP. He said this while virtually addressing a triennial council of Nagaon's Shahpahar Upazila Awami League as chief guest today. The minister joined the program from his Minto Road official residence. Dr. Hassan Mahmood said the Awami League is intertwined with all achievements of the country. He said Bangladesh will surely reach its expected goal if Sheikh Hasina leads the country uninterruptedly.
আজকে আমরা স্বাধীনতার সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তী পালন করছি, একই সাথে জাতির পিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমানের জন্ম শতবার্ষিকী উদযাপন করছি। পৃথিবীর বিভিন্ন রাষ্ট্রপ্রধান, সরকার প্রধানরা আমাদের সাথে সংহতি প্রকাশ করার জন্য বাংলাদেশে আসছে এবং বাংলাদেশে এসে তারা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বের প্রশংসা করছে। বাংলাদেশ যে আজ বঙ্গবন্ধু কন্যা জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে অদম্য গতিতে এগিয়ে চলছে সেটির প্রশংসা করছে। আগামী 26শে মার্চ বাংলাদেশে আসছে ভারতের মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী নরেন্দ্র মোদী। ভারতের প্রধানমন্ত্রী যখন বাংলাদেশে আসছে তখন আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি একটি মহল সেটির বিরুদ্ধে নানা ধরনের বিক্ষোভ করছে, নানা ধরনের বক্তব্য দিচ্ছে। মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর সাহেবও প্রশ্ন তুলেছেন যে ভারতের প্রধানমন্ত্রী কেন বাংলাদেশে আসছেন। এটির পিছনে যারা বিক্ষোভ প্রদর্শন করছে, এটির পিছনেও যে বিএনপি জামাত এতদিন বিশেষ করে বিএনপি ইন্ধন দিয়ে আসছিল, সেই গোমরটাই গতকাল ফাঁস করে দিয়েছেন মির্জা ফখরুল ইসলাম আলমগীর। তিনি নিজেই এবার প্রশ্ন তুললেন ভারতের প্রধানমন্ত্রী কেন বাংলাদেশে আসছে। অর্থাৎ তাদের যে ভারত বিরোধিতার রাজনীতি সেটি থেকে তারা ফিরে আসতে পারেননি। আজকে যে উন্নয়ন অগ্রগতি এটিকে যদি অব্যাহত রাখতে হয় তাহলে জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনা যদি বাংলাদেশের অব্যাহতভাবে নেতৃত্ব দিতে পারেন তাহলে অবশ্যই আমরা এই স্বাধীনতার সুবর্ণ জয়ন্তীর বছর থেকে আমরা আজকে যেমন মধ্যম আয়ের দেশে উন্নীত হয়েছি, বাংলাদেশকে আমরা 20 বছর পর 2041 সাল নাগাদ সত্যিকার অর্থে একটি উন্নত দেশে রূপান্তরিত করতে পারবো।
Shahpahar Upazila Awami League President Shamsul Alam Shah presided over the council. Food Minister Shadhan Chandra Mojumdar, Awami League Organizing Secretary S.M. Kamal Hussain, Health and Population Affairs Secretary Dr. Rokia Sultana and Member of the Parliament Shahiduzzaman Sarkar, among others, spoke. "25 COVID-19 patients died in the country in the last 24 hours, taking the death toll from the pandemic to 8,763. The recovery count rose to 5,27,909 after another 1,915 recovered during the period. A press release of the Directorate General of Health Services confirmed this today. The tally of the infections rose to 5,80,808 with 3,567 new cases. Now international news. COVID-19 global death toll crosses 27,49,000 as more than 10,206 people died yesterday globally. More than 12,49,79,000 have been infected globally and more than 10,09,54,000 people have recovered so far. The US, the current epicenter of the pandemic, has now 3,06,36,000 confirmed cases and 5,56,000 deaths. Egypt's Suez Canal has been blocked by a large container ship that ran aground after losing control, causing a traffic jam of cargo vessels in the region. Tugboats were deployed to help shift the ship, but there are fears it could remain trapped for days. The waterway connects the Mediterranean to the Red Sea, providing the shortest sea link between Asia and Europe. Back to national news. Health and Family Welfare Minister Zahid Malik has said medical admission tests will be held on April 2 next, following the health guidelines. He said this at a coordination meeting on medical admission test for 2020 to 2021 session, held at the Secretariat today. Health Division Secretary Muhammad Ali Noor, Bangladesh Medical Association President Dr. Mustafa Jalal Mohiuddin, President of National Technical Committee and Director General of the Health Directorate, Professor Dr. A.H.M. Inayat Hussain, and representatives from concerned institutions were present at the meeting. The Health Minister said following the health guideline, number of examination centers and venues were increased this year. Besides, necessary measures have been taken to close coaching centers and photocopy shops situated near the examination centers on that day. In this year, 1,22,874 students are taking part in the medical admission test. Prisoners of Dhaka Central Jail has set a rare example of love on the occasion of birth centenary of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Prisoners have made a 35,200 square feet long portrait of Bangabandhu by their 714 used blankets to show love and respect to the father of the nation. Dhaka Central Jail authorities said Bangabandhu had passed a long time of his life at the jail. During his detention at jail, Bangabandhu said, "Lota bati kombol, jail khanar shombol." This is why prisoners have made his portrait by kombol or blanket and celebrated the birth centenary of Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Now news on sports. Bangladesh Ansar VDP became champion in the Mujibur Independence Days Taekwondo Tournament 2021 today. They bagged 15 gold and 5 silver medals. BJMC became runner-up for bagging 5 gold, 8 silver and 7 bronze medals. Mayor of Dhaka South City Corporation DSCC Barrister Sheikh Fazle Nur Taposh distributed the prizes among the winners at Sultana Kamal Women Krira Complex in the capital. President of Bangladesh Taekwondo Federation Qazi Murshid Hussain Kamal and General Secretary Mahmudul Islam Rana were also present on the occasion. A total of 500 players from 10 teams took part in the Pomsei and fight events. Bangladesh Krira Shikha Porishangstha BKSP became champion in the Independence Day Development Cup Women Hockey Tournament 2021 today. At Maulana Bhashani Hockey Stadium, BKSP beat Narail District by 6-0 in the final match. Arpita Paul and Shantina Tudu scored a brace goal each, while Sonia Khatun and Tarin Akhtar scored 1 goal each for BKSP team. Arpita Paul was adjudged man of the player of the final, while Nomita Kormakar was adjudged highest scorer for scoring 12 goals in the tournament. Executive of patron organization FM Iqbal bin Anwar distributed the prizes among the winners. Acting General Secretary of Bangladesh Hockey Federation Yusuf Ali and other officials were present on the occasion. To end the bulletin, headlines once again. South Asia could become one of most prosperous regions of the world if all work together, says Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on occasion of Mujibur and Golden Jubilee of Independence celebrations. Bhutanese Prime Minister Dr. Lote Tshering lauds Bangladesh for maintaining highest economic growth despite corona situation. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina emphasizes on infrastructure development to reap benefits of Bangladesh-Bhutan Preferential Trade Agreement. Country to recall the horrific night of March 25, 1971 tomorrow. Capital will be relieved from traffic congestion after subway construction, says Obaidul Qadir at a seminar on a feasibility study. BNP inciting those who opposing Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to Bangladesh, says Dr. Hassan Mahmood. And more than 10,000 died from COVID-19 worldwide in last 24 hours. Global death toll surpasses 27,48,000. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. We invite you to watch our